Heavenly Delusion, Episode 6. Quick recap. Let's get straight to it. Alright, so the episode opens up with a girl giving Kiruku and Maru directions as to where they can get some water because they're thirsty. Both leave their bags with the girl while they travel off to go get the water. Both arrive and encounter a group of men dead, but one of them is still alive, but barely. He's on the verge of dying. The guy that's still alive, he ends up telling Maru and Kiruku that all the damage was caused due to a monster, and then he just dies right after saying that. And then a bear-looking creature appears and chases them. Kiruku with his gun ends up shooting at a huge concrete post, and it drops on top of the bear, but it fails to kill him, so the crew ends up climbing up another concrete post to escape from the bear. Kiruku then ends up realizing that he dropped the gun's battery on the ground, so he ends up asking Maru a weird ass question. He asks Maru if he sees him as a man or as a woman, because as we all know, Kiruku is literally a man living in a woman's body at this point, and Maru responds saying, "I see you as a woman." And so Kiruku then ends up telling him that he will let Maru touch his boob if he gets the battery down there for him. And Maru, with no hesitation, just dives down to get it. And he ends up getting it, and he returns back up. And now they have the battery to the gun, and both eventually end up going back down, and Kiruku ends up shooting the bear's face off. And now they are in an apartment in which was given to them from the girl who ended up giving them the directions to go get the water. And now here's where it gets fucking weird. So Maru, being the horny motherfucker that he is, ends up remembering the boob deal that Kiruku made with him, and he starts getting pretty rapey. But luckily, before he can pull any rapey moves, the girl walks in and yells at them and tells them not to get dirty or dirty up the room. And so the girl's name is Totori, and so she grabs Maru and takes him into a whole separate room and gets naked and attempts to get her back blown out by Maru's big piper rod. But Maru, giving us an even bigger reason to believe that he's gay, rejects her sexual offer, and he pins her down in a very non-sexual way, because Maru at this point is on a mission to pursue only dick. And now we're at heaven, and Tokyo randomly sees Asura elevated in the air, and she asks Tokyo, "What are you good at?" And then the bitch just disappears. Tokyo's leg then randomly starts getting boiling red as if it's fucking disintegrating, and then she wakes up. So the whole thing ended up being a dream. And now we're back with Kiruku and Maru as we witness them on their knees apologizing to Totori for acting up and causing a scene in her apartment. And now it's the next day in the morning, and both of them, Kiruku and Maru, they get ready to leave the apartment. Totori ends up telling them that she just got informed that her boss ended up dying on the mission that he was in. And so as a result, Kiruku offers her to join them on their journey, but the girl ends up rejecting the offer, so Kiruku and Maru just head out on their own. And now we're back in heaven, and the scientist slash doctor, whatever he is, he ends up finding out due to some DNA test that the footprint that he found on the wall turned out to be Tokyo's. And now the episode ends with Tokyo sneaking out of her room in the middle of the night, going into Kona's room to have him go ballistic inside of her guts. And that's the end of the episode. I love how every episode we just end up finding out how much weirder this fucking show is. I'm loving it. I love weird shows. There's no other anime or manga that I've seen kind of like this one. There's nothing I can really compare it to. The whole thing where one of the main characters is attempting to rape the other main character is kind of fucking weird. I don't think we've ever seen that shit. And I don't know if he's going to end up having to apologize. I feel like he should apologize. It's kind of weird because we don't know if the main character is considered to be gay or a rapist or both. I don't know. He's probably a gay rapist. He's probably considered both. But who knows? Maybe he'll get some help, because I don't think his actions are very justified. But nonetheless, very amazing episode. It just leaves me wanting more. But I'll see you guys for the next episode.